you go.
This is a relationship non-disclosure agreement?
Yeah.
Is this a joke?
No.
Hi, I'm Dr. Sheva Marcus. I'm a certified sex therapist and founder of Maze Health, the largest independent sexual health center in the United States. I'm also an Orthodox Jewish woman who has been an activist in the community for decades. So I'm particularly excited to be your guide as we explore the path of Judaism and sexuality. I need to start by stating at the outset that when it comes to sex, Judaism isn't monolithic. As a tradition that spans thousands of years, it encompasses many different streams of thoughts, views, and opinions, and to suggest otherwise is to diminish its complexity. In actuality, a discussion of Judaism and sexuality is broad-based and wide-ranging, and could easily require many hours of classes to even begin to do justice to such a serious, yet often misunderstood topic. However, having said that, there are certain constant themes that run through most schools of thought, and it is those that we'll cover in the 4 milestones of this path. They are the centrality of sex in Jewish thought, the primacy of pleasure in sex, but pleasure in only certain contexts, the way in which holiness is expressed, and finally, the focus on the dignity of the other. I'm going to start us out on this path by introducing what I think is one of the most charming and amusing anecdotes from the Talmud, the oral law. The Talmud tells a story about Rav Kahana, a student of the rabbinic leader Rav. Rav Kahana is curious about sex and wants to gain some more useful information, and he wants to become better educated on the subject. Unbeknownst to his teacher, Rav, he climbs under his teacher's bed and hides. At some point, when Rav is presumably happily engaged in sexual activity with his wife, Rav Kahana, the curious student, says out loud, and I'm paraphrasing here, "Oh my God, Rav sounds like a guy who's having his first meal." Or, as we are to understand, he sounds really excited and really into it. Hearing this, Rav pokes his head down under the bed, shocked and annoyed. "Rav Kahana," he says, "what the heck are you doing down there? Get out from under my bed, immediately." Of course, I'm assuming that, like me, you may be wondering what is going through poor Rav's wife's head during this interchange. Rav Kahana is not to be deterred. Feeling righteous indignation, he responds, "This too is Torah, and this too I must be taught." This too, sex and sexuality, is Torah. It is the essence of our tradition, and like every other aspect of our tradition, this too must be taught. I love this story. I love this story for so many reasons. I love this story because it illustrates more powerfully than almost any other story I know what has been going on for millennium and hasn't changed. We do a terrible job teaching our children about sex, and as a result, they do stupid and crazy things to get the answers to their questions. I love this story because it illustrates a situation in which a great, revered rabbi and leader was obviously enjoying himself when he was engaging in sex with his wife. But that's not why I'm quoting this text here. I'm quoting this text because of Rav Kahana's famous response, "Zo Torah v'lilmod ani tzarich." This too is Torah. This too is so central to our tradition. And this too I must study and I must be taught. So let's bear this in mind as we embark on this path together. And let's get started with our very first milestone, understanding the central role that sexuality holds in Judaism.
This has never existed before. This is insane.
I know, it's brilliant.